episode of the Sean Farrell podcast. I am Sean Farrell. God is great all the time. All the time, God is great. Jesus Christ died and he rose again. Let's go ahead and get into it. Okay. So the 2025 AFSP Walk for Suicide Prevention recap is the topic for today. Okay. And so it was a great turnout. A lot of people showed up. We raised a lot of money for suicide prevention. And the atmosphere was just great. The atmosphere was great. The sun was out, blue skies, the fellowship, the camaraderie, the love that was being shown to each other. It was a pretty good time. Okay, it was a pretty good time. It was a pretty good time. And I would say the best part is always the storytelling, the telling of stories by people. And myself, here I am, forgetting names, okay? I'm forgetting names, okay? I'm forgetting names. I'm sorry for forgetting names. But we have some great speakers. I had one speaker lost her son to suicide years ago. It's been participating in walks for, I believe, 19 years, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, if I got that right. Another couple spoke who lost her child to suicide. I do have the video of those, but for some odd reason, when I shot the video, the first speaker, the video somehow was upside down. Okay, somehow that video got turned upside down. So, can't post. I can't post an upside down video. Okay, I can't post an upside down video of someone speaking. Okay, and so I'm gonna see if I can try to make an adjustment on that. Okay, see if I can get it flipped. I hope I can, but if I can't, God. So when I got up there and spoke, I had been working on that. I had been thinking about what I wanted to say for about the past 2 weeks every day, and so during the week of the walk, I just finally scrapped it. I scrapped what I had been working on, and just said, "Look, I'm going to touch on this briefly, touch on this briefly, and touch on this briefly." Okay, and the video that I posted yesterday was what I had practiced that whole week. Okay. And so, that was what I practiced the whole week. And I got up there, I told my story. There was one part of the speech where I said, people, they called me a name in high school. They called me old grandpa, okay? And I said, while I was speaking, that I could laugh at it now, okay? But obviously, The people in the crowd, it was obvious that they didn't laugh at that. Okay, they didn't laugh at that. Especially the ones who were standing in up front. Okay, there were people. There was a team um, who was anti-bully. There was an anti-bullying team who was standing in front. Okay, they were they were laughing. They were just shaking their heads like, mm, mm. And so the theme of my story was don't give up. Okay, don't give up. And I said at the end of the speech, I encourage you to people here, don't give up. Don't give up. I almost gave up on myself. So um, don't give up on yourself. Okay. And it was so amazing because I didn't think about the impact. I did not think about the impact that I would have, that story would have on people. Okay. I did not think about the impact that story would have on people. Okay. So after I told my story, there were people, committee members, um, the committee team that I'm on. Okay. Um, they were a certain committee member. I didn't know I had this kind of impact. Okay. Because I did not think about that. I did not think about that. Um, but one of our committee members, she got so choked up. Yeah. She got, she got very choked up. She got very choked up. And when I was done, one of the first people, when I turned around, one of the first people I saw was her. And she was like, I could see her eyes getting choked up. Okay. She was getting real choked up, real emotional. She was like, that was good. That was good. Okay. That was good. And so it wasn't too long before people from the team that was anti-bullying, of the anti-bullying team that was standing in the front, um, it wasn't long before they started coming up and giving me hugs and congratulating me. Okay. And then another person came up, hugged me, and congratulated me. Then the walk started. Okay. Then and the walk started. Okay. And I chose to be towards the back. I chose to be towards the back of the walk. Okay. And even during the walk, people broke away from the walk. Men and women broke away from the walk to say, hey, I appreciate you telling your story. I appreciate you telling your story. Yeah. Yeah. So I really lost count of the people who um thanked me for sharing my story, for telling about what I went through. Okay. And even after the walk had wrapped up, we had broken everything down, the tables, the tents, the chairs. Even after we had broken down everything, people were still coming up to me. I remember this one guy. We were just about to wrap up. You're just about to wrap up, and this guy comes up to me and says, "Hey, I'm so glad you did not take that jump. We need you. We need you in this world. Needs you." Okay. Again, I did not think that I would have that big of an impact. I didn't think about that until people, a lot of people came up to me, gave me hugs, congratulating me, even after the walk was done. And then after we took the group photo, and even after we went home, okay, man, God is so good. God is so good. I can thank nobody but Him. Okay, I can thank nobody but Him. Okay, for blessing me to have that kind of impact. Okay, even after the walk was over and we had taken the group picture, we had all went home and we're doing other things. I know for me, I was lifting weights. I was lifting weights. I went here to the gym after the walk was over. Okay, yeah. So even after the walk was over and we had went home, one of our committee members that I work with, it let me tell you something. That story must have touched her so much. My story must have touched her so much that she said, "Sean, I am so grateful. I am so grateful to know you. That was a great story." And I'm going like, wow, 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 wow. And it's like every time that I think that I don't matter or I don't think I'm making any sort of difference, it's like God steps in and says, Sean, I'm going to have to show you just how much of a difference you're making. Okay. And he definitely showed me on Sunday. I think that was God saying, yeah, you're having an impact. You're having an impact. And I can only thank God for blessing me to have that impact. Okay. Now, I also said, Jesus said, let your light shine. Okay. And I said, today we're going to let our light shine for suicide prevention. Okay. So, yeah. I didn't know I had that had big of an impact on my fellow committee members. That's all God. Okay. I can thank nobody but God. Okay. I can thank nobody but Him. Yep. All right. That's it. And that's all for the Sean Farrell podcast. I am out of here. Don't give up on yourself. Okay. Peace. God bless.